Okay, question 8. Martha is laying out a new design for a flower bed in her garden as shown in the diagram below. Calculate the size of angle X. Now when it comes to angles, if you see lines that are parallel, okay, and I don't think it says anything here about parallel, but the arrows here indicate that these lines are parallel, okay? They look sort of parallel, but the arrows are there to identify that they're parallel. So when it comes to parallel, we've got things as Z angles, okay? So don't forget Z angles. These are your Z angles, or alternate is the correct phrase for it. You also then got your F angles, okay? Where these two angles are the same, okay? Your F angles or corresponding angles, okay? So you know, it's all to do with parallel, of course. That's parallel with that in your Z. That's parallel with this in your F. And then, of course, you've also got your C angles. Now, C angle is slightly different in that, again, it's using your parallel lines. These two are parallel. It forms the letter C, doesn't it? And what you find with this is the interior angles, we call these. They're not the same, but they add up to 180, okay? So add up to 180 degrees, and these are the interior angles, okay? Or co-interior angles, they're sometimes called, okay? So keep it simple, you know, C angle, okay, so interior angles, right, add up to 180, F angle corresponding, so these two are the same, and then alternate Z angle, these two are the same. Now in this case here, okay, we're looking for angle X, which is up here, but don't go for that straight away, right? You don't have to be rushed into answering this, all right? You can take your time on it. It could be that this will come later on after working out lots of other angles. For instance, here I can work out this to be 75. Okay, I know that's 75 there simply because I'm not using any of these. I'm just noticing there's a straight line. Okay, straight line. So angles in a straight line add up to 180. So that's a big help there. Yeah. I'm also noticing now, of course, I can work out this angle. Okay, because of course if you look here, I've got a tiny triangle. Okay. Tiny triangle, while in the triangle angles add up to 180, so I've got 50 and 75 there. That adds up to 125, okay, and I add them up, which means then I'm left with an angle there. I'm just going to take 125 away from 180, and if you work that out you get 55, so there's my 55 angle there, okay. And actually now I'm going to get to the answer straight from this, because if you look quite closely, I've actually got an F angle here. Let me show you the F angle. I'll just use a ruler just to maybe make it a bit clearer. Okay, it's an F, sort of back to front. Okay, and that's okay. We're allowed to have that. See your F there. Okay, and then this angle here is going to be the same as this angle here, 55. Okay, and of course, because we've got that angle 55 there, well, X got to be 55 as well, using the idea of opposite angles are equal. Okay, opposite angles are equal when two straight lines cross. We've seen that before. So X is also 55 degrees. And we've got an answer. No need to explain any reasons because they don't ask you for it. Yeah, they don't say, don't they? They don't say give you reasons, so you don't need that. But I would use your diagram and put stuff in so you can get closer to that sort of answer. Okay, part B then, it says Martha has another flower bed in the shape of a parallelogram. Okay. The longer sides measure twice the length of the shorter sides of the parallelogram, and the perimeter of this flower bed is 24 meters. Let the length of one of the shorter sides of the flower bed be Z meters. Form an equation in terms of Z and solve your equation to find the length of one of the shorter sides of the parallelogram. Now when I read this, right, straight off I'm thinking I need a diagram. Okay, I need a diagram. There's plenty of room here, but I would not attempt this question without a diagram. Okay, I would never attempt this question without sketching it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but using a ruler is going to help because it is a parallelogram, and with a parallelogram, of course, you've got opposite sides parallel and the same length. Okay, and this side here, I'll put a double arrow here to show that it's parallel to this side here and the same length. Now, what to say here? The perimeter is 24. The length of one of the shorter sides of the flower bed be Z. So let's just call this Z. Okay. Now that's one of the shorter sides, Z. Well, of course, this is also going to be Z because opposite sides are equal in length. But if we go up here, what to say? The longer side measures twice the length of the shorter side. So this is double that. So that's going to be 2Z, isn't it? Okay. And this is also going to be 2Z because opposite sides are equal. So it says then, write down an equation in terms of z. Well, where are we getting that from? Where are you getting an equation from? Remember, with an equation, it's going to be an equal sign. Okay, it's going to be an equal symbol. You have to, with an equation. You see that word equal sort of almost there in the word equation. It's got to be an equal. What's it equal to? Well, they're talking here about the perimeter equals to 24. Okay, so let's put it equals to 24, and the perimeter. Remember, perimeter is the distance all the way around. So you need to maybe start in one corner, add all these up. So 2z. Okay, go across there, plus z, plus then 2z, plus then z. That equals 24. Okay, now let's be careful of those z's because they almost look like 2's with me here. So maybe I'll put a line through them just to make them look a bit different. Otherwise I'm going to get confused. So I've got 2z and z plus 2z and z, I think comes to 6z. That equals 24. So you can see my equation already formed there. And just to solve it now, just add these together, simplify it, and 6z is 24. That means z then is 24. Of course, 6z means 6 times z, so take it over and do the opposite and divide. So z then is 24 divided by 6, which is 4. And let's see, what do they want? They want the side of the length of the side of one of the shorter sides. Well, that's it, isn't it? Okay, so the shorter side is z. So shorter side is equal to 4 centimeters in length. Okay, and we've answered that question there.